Hello everybody, this is Bret here, and I wish to give an opinion on Hulk Hogan and Bret Hart. That Bret Hart has said that Hulk Hogan is selfish for not wanting to pass the mantle or the torch down to other wrestlers, and that Hulk Hogan is in the wrong for his position on that. And I have thought about this, and I have concluded Hulk Hogan actually is correct, that he is right however, for not passing the torch to others or specific people. And you may ask, why is that? Is that not selfish? And the answer is no. It is all about the wrestling business. Jim Cornette, as he once said about New Yorkers, that he said that like 1/3 of them believe wrestling is real. And so you play on that angle, alright? And I used to believe it was real when I was a young teenager. I used to believe wrestling was real, that they were actually beating each other up for the fun of it. And so, as wrestling, as they like to say, that you're blurring reality with theatre, so to speak. And so, in the day, you had Hulk Hogan, and his character was, like, again, he's a big dude, and in real life, yes and no with this, but you would not imagine a smaller person like be able to beat Hulk Hogan just with size alone. But on top of that, that Hulk Hogan's character, like hulking up, that it was sold that he could get beat up and then get this adrenaline boost that would shut out all the pain, that people could still start whacking him, and he would feel nothing because of this adrenaline boost. And that is what was getting sold, and he overcame other wrestlers doing that. And so then for Hulk Hogan to present this gimmick that is sold to everybody, that to then destroy it down the track is wrong. Like, you're not going to get a person who is not believable to beat Hulk Hogan and just say, oh, here you go, you can have the belt, I'll just go down for you, after many tough opponents could not do it. And so with Hulk Hogan, like, you needed the Zeuses, you needed like the Undertaker or the Kane. They are the believable people who could beat Hulk Hogan. You needed someone who was just as like mystic, or whatever the word is, as Hulk Hogan was. Like the Undertaker not feeling pain, you could believe that. And also Zeus, in the day, he big muscly dude, also had that, that man, I can take a big punishing before I'll go down. And so that lesser wrestlers, half the size, like including Bret Hart, logically wouldn't beat Hulk Hogan. But you never know, like if it was for real, Bret Hart could put on a sharpshooter, or someone could just twist Hulk Hogan's ankle until it snapped, like Kurt Angle. In real life, that is probably the case. But this is wrestling. And so my summary is that I disagree with Bret Hart, saying that Hulk Hogan is selfish. You've got to look at the bigger picture. The years of what Hulk Hogan sowed about his adrenaline rush, and you needed to be really, really like hardcore to beat Hulk Hogan. And that's where, like, the few people, like you had the Warrior, you had like Yokozuna or the Undertaker. Like, I believe for Hulk Hogan's character, you needed something as big as that or bigger to be believable, because that's what it's all about, selling a fake story to the audience. And so I think Bret Hart is wrong on this issue. Regardless of Hulk Hogan's motives, I do not know his motives, and I would myself personally back Hulk Hogan for that thing, to protect that aura that he had, that that character, the adrenaline thing, etc. So you know what I'm trying to say. So this is one topic I wanted to touch on, give my 2 cents worth on the internet, and see what anybody else has got to say. Thank you.